Hey, we are live. TJ Hoban here with Healthy Fit Club with another episode. Exclusively live here on Facebook. Another episode of Your Metabolism, your guide to keeping that lean, sexy summer body year round. I want to welcome everybody for joining. This is our 9th episode. I'm very excited to say. And so, look back at our previous episodes for all kinds of great information on how to get that lean, sexy summer body and keeping it year round. Last week, I was talking about 10 things that you may be doing that could sabotage your metabolism, that will actually shut it down. So if you want to know more about those things, I encourage you to take a look back at last week's episode and also the previous episodes, because the other two before that were also dedicated to things that you may be doing to sabotage your metabolism. So check those out. It's a really cool list of things. In addition, I talked about different ways to eat, different ways to train that can help maximize EPOC, that excess post-exercise oxygen consumption, so that you have a calorie burn going for 24 to 36 hours after you eat and train. So there's a very specific way to eat and train that'll help you achieve the body you want as efficiently and quickly as possible and safely. And that's what the show is absolutely dedicated to. So if you haven't already, please like and share Healthy Fit Club. Healthy Fit Club is a group of the most amazing and intelligent physicians, trainers, nutritionists, therapists. It's a community that we've built to provide you unadulterated information to help you live a healthier, more fit life. And so if that sounds good to you and that's what you want, like and share Healthy Fit Club, be a part of the group, and get all kinds of incredible information right there at your fingertips. And so every week I've been doing this little segment just for you. And this week's episode is dedicated to the best ways that you can maximize your metabolism. Okay, I'm going to give you 10 of the best ways to max your metabolism, and I encourage you, hey, I got a cool little hat going. Love this logo. I encourage you to do these 10 things, okay? These are 10 of the best ways to help you max your metabolism. Last week I was talking about things you could do to sabotage your metabolism. This week I'm going to give you 10 things to help max your metabolism right out of the gate. I'm going to start with number 1. Eat. Yeah, you need to eat. Okay? If you want to weigh less, you've got to eat less, right? No, not necessarily. If you take in too few calories, it can cause your body to actually lose muscle mass, which will decrease the rate of which you're burning calories. Okay, so you've got to consume fuel. All right, when you scrimp on your calories, your body slows the rate at which it burns calories to conserve the fuel that it has. Okay, underfueling is almost as bad as overfueling. In an attempt for like quick, noticeable weight loss, a lot of people wrongfully believe that eating fewer calories is the best solution. Not only can this lead to a bunch of nutritional deficiencies, it can actually have the opposite effect on weight loss. So instead of cutting calories like crazy, follow these other simple diet and exercise hacks that I'm about to share with you that can help you slim down quickly and safely without sabotaging your metabolism. Like number 2, take your training to the next level. Yeah. A lot of people go in the gym. When I'm in the gym, I see people on their phone. They're doing selfies. They're updating. I'm at the gym. Great. Don't be another hamster on the wheel. Okay? When it comes to the best workouts for weight loss, just doing weights or just doing steady state cardio can't really move the needle that much on its own. There's a certain way to train, and I've talked about this in previous episodes. There's a certain way to train, and that is interval training. High intensity interval training. It's the best way to shed pounds, increase your metabolism, improve your cholesterol profile, and improve your insulin sensitivity. At the gym, sign up for a HIIT class or turn your favorite aerobic exercise, whatever it is, running, biking, walking, sexercise, into interval training by just, adding a period of, the way you break anything out into interval training is through timing it. So you do really intense periods of exercise or speed for about 30 to 60 seconds, followed by a rest period of like normal speed for about 30 to 60 seconds to bring your heart back down, and then take it right back up for 30 to 60 seconds, max intensity, then bring it back down for 30 to 60 seconds and let your heart rate slow again and pop it back up. You do that 6 to 10 times when you're on your elliptical or your treadmill instead of just being a hamster on the wheel, and you start jacking it up, your body's going to thank you, because you're going to kick in your EPOC, what I just mentioned, that post-exercise oxygen consumption, which is basically a fancy way of saying your afterburn. You're going to kick in your afterburn, so you're burning calories 24 to 36 hours after you train. So you want to train with intensity and minimal rest. People are really surprised when I say that I only train 30 minutes a day, and it's true. It's because I train like a freak and I don't really stop. So if I'm doing weight training and it's chest day, I superset it with tries. And so I'll do my set of chest, I'll go ballistic, and then I'll jump right onto my try exercise. As my chest is recuperating, my tries are burning out. And once I torch my tries, I jump back onto the chest, and I don't stop. There's no rest in between. My rest is literally a synergistic exercise like tries while my chest recuperates. And that's how I train. That's how I can get in and out of the gym in 30 seconds and still look the way that I do, and maximize my EPOC and kick in my fat burning mechanisms. And that's how I stay lean. Okay, that's the secret. So incorporate HIIT training into whatever your exercise regimen is, and you're definitely going to maximize your results. Okay. Number 3, cook with coconut oil. Let's get a little coconutty. Our bodies need fat, particularly healthy oils, in order to lose weight and function properly. Okay. The right kind of fats and oils, they help squash hunger and maximize your metabolism and speed nutrients through your body. So healthy monosaturated fats like coconut oil or even extra virgin olive oil can actually help the body burn calories. Coconut oil might also increase levels of serotonin, a hormone associated with satiety, which is the feeling of being full, basically. And plus, coconut oil also, it's loaded with polyphenols. Those are antioxidants that help battle a lot of diseases like cancer, osteoporosis, brain deterioration. So let's get a little coconutty, everybody. Let's do it. Oh, hey, look. You can go to Trader Joe's. Bam. They're going to love me for that. Right there. Extra virgin coconut oil at Trader Joe's all day long, baby. All day long. So number 4 on this list. Number 4. Muscle up, baby. It's time to muscle up. Even when you're at rest, your body is constantly burning calories. In fact, 75% of the calories we burn every single day are used up just by keeping you alive. Your resting metabolic rate is much higher in people with more muscle, because every pound of muscle uses about 6 calories a day just to sustain itself. So if you could pack on just 5 pounds of muscle and sustain it, you'll burn the equivalent of an extra 3 pounds of fat over the course of a year, at least. So pack on that lean, sexy muscle. Okay, ladies, do some resistance training. You're not going to turn into a man, I promise. You're going to get lean, sexy, toned the way you want to be. Pack on a little muscle. And number 5, this one really blew my mind, and it's hard to do that. But yeah, it did. Eat carbs at night. What? Yeah, I said it. All right. The theory makes sense that your body burns carbs for energy, but, if you eat them before you go to sleep, your body's just going to store them as fat, right? But it's not that simple. One study that I found in the European Journal of Nutrition put 2 groups of men on identical weight loss diets, and the only difference, half of the group ate their carbs throughout the day while the second group reserved the carbs for night. And the result, it was a trip. The nighttime carb group showed significantly higher diet-induced thermogenesis, meaning they burn more calories digesting their food the next day. And the daytime carb group showed increased blood sugar levels. Another study in the Journal of Obesity saw similar results. Nighttime carb eaters lost 27% more body fat and felt 13% fuller than those on a standard diet. So you actually feel fuller and you lose more body fat. So try eating some carbs at night. Keep it under your macros. Don't just blow your calorie budget, but try having some carbs before you go to bed. Don't have them first thing in the morning if you're doing fasted cardio, though. Save them for nighttime. Number 6 takes me to eat enough protein, or as I call it, grotein, or brotein. The more muscle you have, the more calories you burn, as I mentioned earlier. So no matter what you're doing, the more muscle you have, the more calories you're burning. So hitting the gym, as I mentioned, helps you build muscle, but eating protein keeps it from breaking down because there's something in it, there's L-glutamine and whatnot that helps prevent catabolism, which is the muscle breakdown, okay? The amount of protein you need differs from one person to another, but in general, about a half a gram per pound, a half a gram of protein per pound of body weight is right about where you want to be for weight loss. And if you're doing a resistance training program and you're looking to pack on some muscle, you can take it up to about a gram of protein per pound of body weight. So on a weight loss program with minimal resistance training, let's just say you weigh 130 pounds, that would be about equal to 65 grams of protein per day. Protein's more difficult for the body to break down, basically, and digest and other nutrients. And it also can increase post-meal calorie burn by as much as 35% because of that. So add a little protein into every meal and snack throughout the day. And there you go. Pick up some protein shakes. I personally love plant-based proteins, but hey, there's other good ones out there too. Number 7, choose whole grains. If you're going to eat grains, choose whole grains. It takes the body extra effort to break down whole grains rather than like refined and processed grains like flour, which is used to make breads and pastas. You can help keep your metabolic rate elevated by consuming foods that make the body actually work harder to digest, and that's the key. Okay, so your go-tos for your whole grains, they're also rich in fiber. I'm talking about like brown rice or organic slow-cooked oatmeal or quinoa, my personal favorite because they have 6 grams of protein per serving, and sprouted grain breads. And if you really, really, really want to take it to the next level, just don't eat breads and rice in general. Stick to your quinoa, your slow-cooked oatmeal, stuff like that, and eat a lot of veggies. Veggies are high in fiber, and get your fiber and your carbs from your veggies. Number 8, your significant other probably isn't going to love this one a whole lot, but eat garlic. Recent studies have shown that garlic actually supports blood sugar metabolism and helps control lipid levels in the blood. That's fat, by the way. Adding garlic to foods that are rich in fats and carbohydrates, they actually keep those substances from doing the damage that they're known to do in the body. Also, eating garlic, it can help boost your immune system, help ward off heart disease, fight like inflammation if you have joint pain, and also help lower your blood pressure. And let's not forget, keep those vampires away, which I really need here in Los Angeles because there's a lot of vampires. Number 9, nix the diet soda. Yeah, I said it. It might say 0 calories on the can, but drinking diet soda can wreak havoc on your metabolism. Research published in Trends in Endocrinology and Metabolism shows artificially sweetened beverages screw up the body's normal metabolic response to sugar, actually increasing the appetite. And also diet drinks, more and more and more are being linked to weight gain. It's counterintuitive, right? Also linked to metabolic syndrome and a host of other things. And so get rid of the diet sodas, man. they're horrible for you. And they're also very dehydrating. Just give them up. And if you really, really, really crave something sweet, well, then you're going to love the next one. It's my personal favorite. Number 10, last but not least, nibble on some chocolate. Chocolate. I swear it's the only reason I work out, because I'm a chocoholic. So when I heard that dark chocolate is actually good for you, I was elated. There was a study that I found in was Swiss and German researchers actually. They found that lucky participants that got to eat an ounce and a half of dark chocolate daily for 2 weeks, they did this whole study. And ultimately, the people that ate an ounce and a half over this time, they had lower stress hormone levels, which is cortisol levels. And they actually had more regulated metabolism than the other control group. And the chemicals in cocoa, such as flavonoids, they actually play a role in regulating your metabolism by alleviating stress that can cause your fat-burning engines to just shut down. So eating dark chocolate can actually lower your cortisol and relieve some stress. So don't think that this is a license to go absolutely wild and chalk out and just, eat as much chocolate as you want. I'm talking about an ounce and a half a day. That's enough to do the job. Nothing more. Okay? And so follow those 10 best ways to boost your metabolism. Right now, plug them in, and I promise you, they'll help you along your journey to achieving that body you want and keeping it year-round. And next week, I have 10 more of the best ways to boost your metabolism. Super simple things that you can do on the daily and just plug right in and start doing right away. So I'm going to share with you 10 more of my favorite ways to help boost your metabolism. And that is next week at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, just like every single week. Thursday night, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. So if you haven't already, like and share Healthy Fit Club. And before I go, let's see if I have any questions here. Let's see. Well, thank you, Toha. I appreciate that. And hi, Ahmed. Eddie, what's up, buddy? Let's see. You get up at 9 a.m., go to work at 3 p.m., go to bed at 1 a.m. When do I work out? Well, on your lunch break, bro, you only need 20 minutes. You only need 20 minutes. You give me 20 minutes of high-intensity training, man, and you elevate your heart rate into that 85% max heart rate zone, 85% of your max. Just give me 85% of your max effort and intensity for 12 to 15 minutes a day throughout, and take like 5 minutes to warm up. So if you can give me 15 minutes of elevated heart rate, 85% of your max, with a 5-minute warm-up, bro, you're going to kick in your EPOC. That's what you need to do. And then just eat smart so you don't shut off your fat-burning mechanisms. Don't spike your insulins with a bunch of cheap sugar. All right, bro? All right, what else do we got here? Oh, that's Teresa. I'm sorry. Hi, Teresa. All right, Jonathan, coconut oil is awesome. Yes. All right. Night before bed, does that help? How about taking protein right before bed? Does that help? Protein anytime, in my opinion, is great, especially if you're doing weight training, because Luis, it's going to give you the building blocks it needs for your muscles to repair, and your hormones and support all of your hormones, which support all your vital functions in your body. And so yes, protein throughout the day. Just make sure you're getting enough protein, anywhere from a half gram to 1 gram per pound of body weight. So you want to be somewhere in between there. Lola, there are ways that you can like quinoa in the way that you cook it. Personally, the way I cook my quinoa is I cook it plain, with really clean water, super filtered water, because obviously it absorbs whatever water you're putting in it. So you want to use clean water when you're cooking rice, quinoas, pastas, whatever. Don't just pour tap water in there unless you really want to chemical yourself up. But there are ways to flavor quinoa that aren't going to be super fattening, Lola. And so I encourage you to look at a couple of those recipes online for sure, and stay away from the high sodiums and the sauces to make it taste good. Try adding some spices and maybe some little minced up veggies, and create a nice little dish out of it. Also lemon. Lemon is kind of like salt in that it makes your mouth water. Just talking about it, I feel like Pavlov's dogs right now. So lemon is also a lifesaver when it comes to eating bland. It kind of it helps everything go down a little better. I put it on everything. It also helps keep you a little more alkali, which is cool. Well, that's all the time I have today. Join me next week, Thursday, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, right here, Facebook Live. Like and share Healthy Fit Club. TJ Hoban out. Until then, keep your body tight and mind right. I love you. Peace.